Yeah. The flooring guy didn't show up again. Oh well. I wanted to turn the water on. I'm doing some caulking. That seal's a little dried out. Yes. But luckily, after doing this for so many years, I contacted the brass craft company and I got some of their special soft rubber washers. They do not screw on to the valve stem. They pop on to a little peg, like a peg leg. Take my flashlight and I'll look inside, make sure there's no debris inside or the seat is not mangled. A bit of debris, not too bad. Changing valves on old plumbing after 10 or so years is not as simple as it sounds. Things get corroded, they don't come apart the way they should. I had one downstairs a couple of years ago. I had to drill the cartridge out of the wall. Yeah, I stripped the handle, I stripped the threads, and I just had to drill it. But that's life. And you're dealing with copper soldered joints that may have gotten dry over the years. So you tighten it, you can bust the copper pipe right out of the wall and have full pressure water. Yep. Now when I close this, it won't drip incessantly. You think you've closed the water, but in fact it's still drip, drip, dripping, slowly. Now I can get some water back in this apartment.
Coal-fired power plants can produce dangerous levels of air pollution.
Battery been dead.
And according to a new report published by the National Association for the Advancement of
Part 3 from
low-income communities of color are
Gas
disproportionately
Sub-Wild.
affected.
It's noon there,
It's
it's
based on a US
almost 10
study by
o'clock here.
economist Adrian Wilson
Yep,
at
it's
the
1
University
minute
of
ago.
Massachusetts at Amherst.
16 Celsius.
Sponsored by
Sounds
the
like 60
NAACP,
degrees to me.
Village
It's a lot colder here, boy. It's below zero, below
and
freezing.
the Indigenous Environmental Network. Joining us now to discuss the findings is Jackie Patterson, Director of the Climate Justice Initiative.
Let's watch Part 3.
Welcome to Living on Earth.
I'm sorry you're a hard worker. Yeah.
For this report, you looked at all 378 coal-fired power plants, the big ones over, I guess, 100 megawatts, right?
378 coal-fired power
We
plants.
found that overall coal-fired power plants are not only disproportionately located in low-income communities, but they're also disproportionately located in communities of color. Sometimes not necessarily low-income communities of color, but communities of color in and of themselves. It's not always that they're being built in those communities, and often the plants are there and the communities come later.
Onions and potatoes. The onions look a little moldy.
The property values are lower in areas
Nothing
where
yet.
these toxic facilities are. In fact, what we say around 15% lower.
Alright, let's turn the water on. No mice. Let's crank that water on. Oh yeah. No water here. That's good. I just put a new seal in. Good. Nothing to worry about. Jalapeno down the toilet. Gotta keep the smells on. Alright, what am I doing in this apartment? Mr. CW just rented it yesterday. It's been empty for a month. I'm just doing caulking. Caulking? No caulking. Sealing the joint. I gotta put some nails in, but it's 10 o'clock at night, so I'm not putting nails in at night. We got new flooring. It's really thick. It's got a sticky seal on it and a sticky flange. It's real thick stuff. Actually looks pretty good. Goes down well. It's not glued down, it's just sitting on top. But it doesn't click like that laminate flooring of a couple years ago. Looks real nice. I'm happy with it so far, considering it's only stuck down where the two pieces meet. Otherwise, this part here is floating. Interesting, huh? Got a piece of metal edging here. It looks like wood, but it's metal. Goes over the seam as soon as my guy comes back and finishes the corner. And I've got to put some molding to cover where I took off the cove-based garbage. And I think I'm done for tonight. It's 10 o'clock. I have to pack up the sheep and get the flock out of here. That's where I got my computer, sitting on the range in the middle of an empty apartment on a cold evening.
With several families. One person knew about the plant because her father worked in the plant. She hadn't heard at all about any particular
onions and potatoes from Hokkaido.
That her father died of cancer that they thought initially started.